Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Talk RGV. My name is Mike Singletary, your host. With me, as always, is my co-host Jerry Garza.
What's going on, Mike?
How's it going, Jerry?
Going good, man.
Good.
Yeah,
It's the weather, man. The weather's good.
yeah,
I
man.
woke up a little cold and
I
fresh.
don't know about cold, but it felt fresh.
It felt fresh.
Yeah, it's getting warmer though,
Yeah,
but
you're
it's
gonna
not.
have
It was not bad
gonna have
last
to
night. This morning
pull
felt
out,
good.
Pull out the San Marcos
Yeah,
blankets
the leather jackets y todo.
and the Uggs.
The UGG.
No,
I don't know about the UGGs.
yeah, no more.
I don't know if they still use UGGs, but I've always hated those things.
The Uggs. This is episode 73, Jerry.
73.
73. We're looking good.
Looking good. What's going on for today?
Well, I have some RGB topics, and then I have regular topics, and then I have some shout-outs también.
More shout outs. Oh my God.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah, we're getting a lot of views on our social media, and thank you all for that.
Thanks, guys.
We're getting comments, and we're getting likes, and we're getting views. And I started up a Snapchat, so now we're on Snapchat.
All right.
It's kind of difficult, though. It's glitchy. I don't like it.
You don't like
As
Snapchat?
much as-
Well,
as much as
Snapchat for Android is different than Snapchat for Apple.
They're different.
In terms of like, if you say it's glitchy, it glitches because it's Android. For some reason or another, Snapchat hates Android.
Really?
Every other
Platform or
has already figured it out like a long time ago.
Yeah, because I've been trying to upload our videos, and so far I've only been able to do one,
Yeah.
and the other one's
Maybe
just-
once you get used to it, you'll get it.
Yeah. Pero, is there a limitation? There's a limitation, right?
I have no idea.
Like,
I don't know how that works.
because sometimes my clips are like 3 or 4 minutes long.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe it'll just keep on going.
Yeah, it does.
It's like when I see in Snapchat, I subscribe to like certain celebrities,
Yeah.
and like
It's like 10
yeah.
second segments.
yeah, but it just goes continuously.
Yeah. Yeah. Pero como quiera, like the problem is, I guess it's not the size of the video. I think it's just that it's too long. Maybe
Yeah, maybe.
I'll just cut them down to like a minute or so. The little clips on Snapchat. So
Yeah, you might have to do that.
yeah. So what happens if TikTok goes down, man?
TikTok goes down, man. A lot of
Really?
kids and people that for whatever reason get their news sources from TikTok.
They go.
They're gonna
crazy.
They're gonna go crazy. I personally, I'm not a TikTok person.
Yeah,
I've never gotten it.
Well, neither am I. But ever since we started the podcast and I started posting, I've started to like using.
And there's nothing against TikTok for me. I don't have anything against it, but I know a lot of people do get like recipes and they do a lot of stuff from like
Yeah.
stuff like that. But I'm just I guess because I'm old.
They get their health tips.
Yeah, I guess because I'm old. And remember when we did a snack
The
TikTok challenge?
the pickles and Dr Pepper.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I mean,
that came straight from TikTok.
yeah, so there's stuff that's cool that comes out of it, but I mean, I've never been I'm not even a Snapchat person either.
Oh yeah, that's true. Pero, I mean, I guess we'll just fall back to Facebook and
Yeah.
Instagram.
Man, and I guess it's just the age that I'm getting older because I used to always be on social media. I was always on when at that time MySpace, and then Facebook, Twitter when it was called Twitter.
MySpace.
But I think the majority of the time I spend my
That your friends would fight over their
top five, top
your
three.
top 8 or whatever.
Yeah, now I'm spending the most of my time on Twitter/X. But even then, that's becoming kind of really right wing, heavily right wing, almost very very racist actually. All the bots, there's a lot of porn on it. It's just not good, man.
Yeah, it is.
They need to.
It is.
It's not good. So I'm more of a just get on YouTube.
In a way, it was. I mean, I'd hate to say that it was better than it was like big time filtered, but I don't know. Why can't there be just like a medium?
Well, that was the medium to me because, to me, I really didn't like Facebook because it was just a bunch of old people.
Yeah.
And I didn't like at that time. It was Instagram because it was just a bunch of young people, right?
Right.
It's too young, and then Snapchat was like that also. Snapchat was more for the young crowd.
Right.
So I was like, I like it. Twitter's right in the middle, but for the last year or so, it's just become a cesspool. So I'm not really liking it anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm on it all the time, but it's just like I'm not on it as I used to be on. So I get them more on YouTube now, just watch videos or whatever.
Yeah. I'm big on YouTube también.
Reels, I'll watch reels. And if I do need to find something, because I get a lot of breaking news comes out on Twitter and stuff like that. So I subscribe to them and I get their notifications. So
Right.
something happens, I'll go and then I'll read the thread that's there, whatever.
Yeah. You know what I find really weird when I'm on Reels, uh, on the YouTube, and all of a sudden our video comes out. I don't know.
That's happened to
I
me a couple
feel, I
times.
feel a little cringy. I'm like,
Yeah, that's happened to me a
"Ugh."
couple times where I'm scrolling on Facebook also, and then I'll see us. I'm like, hey,
I don't know. I feel a bit cringy, but I don't know. That's just me.
just a couple of guys talking, man.
Yeah, it's a couple of guys. So how's your weekend going, Jerry?
Well, good, man. I don't know if you're gonna mention it in the news because we don't go through it beforehand, but pretty happy Lincoln Park is back.
I saw that. Yeah, it's one of my.
All right, we'll leave it for that.
Yeah.
And I just got back from watching the Texas Longhorns beating Michigan, so I'm a big, obviously a Longhorn fan. So
So you're in good spirits.
I'm in good spirits, man. That was a good game for Texas. It wasn't a good game in general because it was a blowout, but it was a good game for Texas. So I'm good, man. I'm good.
All right. So let's go through these RGV topics. I only have 3, man. So Shane Casas returns to the RGV after the Olympics. He had like a little press conference at the McAllen Library,
Mm-hmm.
and he was just happy that he had such support from the Valley. He didn't really realize how much support he had. He was just saying thank you.
Mm.
And the city of McAllen gave him a medal,
Oh man,
a city
Oh,
medal.
it was a city medal. Like,
Yeah, it's at City of McAllen.
okay, it wasn't something they put over his head or anything.
Oh, they did. They did.
Oh,
put
they
it-
did?
They
Oh,
did put it over his head.
man, I don't-
It was kind of like,
They need to be a little bit more self-aware on that one.
but I mean, it was well intentioned. I guess.
I mean, yeah, but when you're an athlete and you don't
win.
something that you don't want, like a participation
It's a
type,
participation trophy type
Yeah.
deal.
and you don't really care. But no, that's I guess. I mean, if he
Yeah, they had good.
maybe
intentions.
if he didn't take it the wrong way, then of course it's fine. But
No, I don't think he.
I would understand if he would, because I would have been like, I mean, yeah, and the Valley's also like that. We're real cringy when it comes to stuff like this.
Yeah.
We don't know how to
How to be cool.
How to be cool when we have success. I mean,
That's true. A celebrity comes here, man. It's like
yeah,
when that pretend Peso Pluma was at the mall.
yeah, we don't know how to act.
It's
So
like got super crowded.
yeah, we don't know how to act. So no, that's fine. That's good though. He got rid of the recognition he deserved.
Yeah. So he says he's not done. He's gonna.
That's
he's gonna
good.
Try out for
Yeah.
more. Yeah. He's gonna keep on going, I guess, until
Mhm.
he wins. Out of Reynosa, the Reynosa Zoo, the Quinta La. I don't know what's it called.
The zoo.
Quinta La Fauna Zoo. They have an escaped Bengal tiger, man.
Yeah, it's been coming out in the news.
It is-
Social media's been going crazy with sightings.
Escaped along the banks of the Rio Grande River.
So put your pets inside, because the amount of videos I see online.
Little Fluffy's gonna become lunch.
Yeah, man, about poor little dogs that they think they could just go up to a tiger or whatever. I mean, when I see these videos, they go up to a coyote or just a mountain lion, and it's just no competition, right?
Yeah.
So obviously a tiger's gonna take it out. So you guys,
Yeah. I've seen these tigers like eating crocodiles. And
yeah,
stuff like that.
exactly. They're obviously the kings of the jungle,
They're
no?
like
Well, the lions and the tigers, and I mean,
Yeah.
they're up there in terms of
Yeah,
the food chain. So
An apex predator.
yeah, they're an apex predator. So yeah, if you have pets, bring them in, because you don't want to know what they're gonna do to them,
It's so-
especially because he's hunting. He's probably hungry.
Right. And the zoo closed down. The zoo is closed until further notice, it says.
There you go.
Pero, yeah, that's news. That's news.
That's news, man. Yeah.
They haven't, to this day, it hasn't been caught, right?
No, it hasn't.
So it's still on.
As of last night, when I was watching the news, it hasn't been caught.
All right. A sad story out of McAllen. A mechanic that was working under a car died when the car fell on him. Man, that's like one of my
Fears.
fears for real, man.
Yeah.
Whenever I have to put like a jack on a car to lift it up, and I don't know, like change the tire, I'm always like, I don't know.
Well-
Even though it's like all stable and everything.
Well, you're not supposed to leave the jack under the car when you're under there. You're supposed to put jack stands.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he probably didn't do that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Oh yeah, well
I don't
actually,
know
I
the whole
would-
situation. but-
I'm assuming he didn't, because when I was going to school for mechanic, the first thing they taught us is never trust a jack.
Yeah.
to keep up the car because they could lose pressure. The hydraulic could break or whatever, or
Right.
leak the fluid, and you're dead. So
Or like the base it's on can crack or whatever.
it's whatever.
Or the
They
ground can
I,
give
al-
way.
I always just think the worst case scenario.
Right.
Once you jack them up, put the jack stands wherever you're working on. So if you're working on the front of the car, at least put the jack stands there.
Yeah, like two.
Yeah, two, one on each wheel, and from there on, if you want to if you're going to be on under the car, well then put the other two in the back. So,
It was a young guy. He said it was a young mechanic.
yeah, so you guys got it. If you guys are working on your cars, and just be careful. I mean, we don't know the full things that maybe the jack stands failed. You know,
Right,
you never know.
right.
But just be safe
Right. Rest in peace.
and rest in peace. Yes.
All right, Jerry. That's all I got for RGV topics. Let's go to the Lincoln Park, man. The Lincoln, it's all over social media that Lincoln Park has a new singer, Emily Armstrong,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody's liking it.
Yeah.
They're liking her versions of the songs.
Yeah. I got
I mean, it's no Chester, como dicen.
no,
it's no
no,
Chester.
and she's not going to replace
She's
her.
never gonna
And-
replace
and,
Chester.
and everybody acknowledges that. Everybody knows that
Right.
she's not there to replace him.
Right.
He's irreplaceable. She's just there filling in for the second vocal or the lead vocals because Mike Shinoda, the other vocalist, he does backup vocals and sometimes he does
Rap.
rap. So I mean, she's there to just be the lead vocalist, but not replace Chester. That's not going to happen.
Right.
But yes, I agree with pretty much everybody saying that she did really, really good.
Right.
I saw the concert that they held when they introduced the new her and the drummer, because he's gonna be also replacing the drummer, and yeah, she did really good, and they didn't hold back, man. Like the first couple of songs were like, well, the first song was the original one an original one with her. It's from the new album that they're gonna come out in the end of the year, and it was really good. And then they started putting just songs with that you would think, oh, they're gonna ease her in. No,
Yeah.
man.
No.
They did the screaming and the shouting
Yeah,
and the singing and everything that Chester would do, and she did great, man. I was so happy.
Yeah.
And you've known me for what 20-something odd years, and so you know
When they first came out, you had what did you have? Like a trench coat, or was it like
the
a
shirt.
shirt?
Yeah, I still have it. Yeah, so you known me, so
You actually gone to see them in concert
I
too,
went to
right?
go see them in concert when they were in the River City Rock Fest in San Antonio. So that was one of their last concerts too. It wasn't their last one, but it was one of their last concerts that they did before he passed away. But yeah, man. So you've known me for 20-something odd years, so you know that I'm a big Linkin Park fan. I don't want to say I'm day one. I've been Linkin Park fan probably day two. Like I was telling my wife, probably like day two.
Mm-hmm.
Hybrid Theory was out for about a year. Then I picked it up. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna hear these guys, and they were pretty good. So I was like, all right, I'm a big fan, and ever since then, never stopped.
Right.
And so having them back is pretty cool. It just brought back a lot of memories and
Oh yeah.
and like, oh, I remember this. And
I mean, and I'm glad they're keeping the band because a lot of the times when the lead singer like passes away or
yeah, they
like,
break up.
the band breaks up, like what's it called? Kurt Cobain with Nirvana. And Sublime también. Sublime did that a little bit.
Well, what I like about Linkin Park, what I always liked about them, is that the whole band helped write the music, right? So like Chester, Mike, and some of the other band guys, they wrote the music. Mike and Chester were the main ones.
Right.
I'm guessing since Chester passed away, Mike was just writing. So the music is there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just he needs somebody to sing it. So I'm pretty sure when he goes, you know what, I want this girl to be the lead singer.
Right.
And she said yes. Hey,
No issues because it's a girl, right?
no issues, man.
No issues.
I have no issues with it whatsoever. And I was even telling my wife, there was a couple of songs that were covered by females. I don't remember what. It was a long time ago. I was on YouTube and I stumbled upon it. And they sang the songs of Linkin Park pretty good. So I don't mind them covering the songs. I don't really care about that. But to me, when Chester's pieces, when he's singing, it's okay if a female. It's that those songs are fine when a female sings it.
Right.
I've never had issues because it's one of those things where it's not like it.
Belongs to a man.
Exactly. That's what I can't find the words, but yeah, it doesn't belong to a man.
Right.
Because it's like They're just talking about it's emo music, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
so it could go either way. It could be a male or female.
Yeah.
However you're feeling. It's not like a guy singing to a girl. You know what I mean? It's not that type of
Right,
music.
right,
It's just feelings. That's all it is.
right. Yeah, I heard him. I heard her singing "Numb," and man, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I can get with it.
Yeah. So I heard the concert. It was on live on YouTube. I heard it and I was like, yeah, I'm in.
Yeah,
So yeah, I can't wait for the album to drop. See, and then I'll review it here.
you'll buy it.
Well, I subscribe to YouTube Music, so I'll just get it.
Ah, okay.
Once it releases, I'll just hear it.
Okay. When did they say it was gonna release?
I think sometime around November.
Ah,
So
Just
in and
around
around
the-
then,
around-
I'll
around the
hear
corner.
I'll hear the album and then I'll review it here.
all
Tell you
right.
what I feel about it.
Sounds
But
good.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like it.
Well, you know what? I mentioned Sublime, and the lead singer Bradley, his son is actually like the lead singer of Sublime now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they're saying that he sounds like his father.
Mhm.
So
That helps.
that helps. That's good. But then again, they had to wait until he grew up and became.
It takes time.
Yeah.
Dude, and it's like I was telling my wife yesterday. You don't have like it's not like Journey where their lead singer now just like fell on their laps. Like, wow, this guy actually sounds like Steve Perry. You know what I mean?
Right,
like,
right, right.
like they just got a Filipino guy who had sang awesome karaoke and covered Journey music like to the T. Like, you don't have that every day. So like, this was pretty cool that they found somebody. I mean, obviously, I'm not saying she sounds like Chester, but it takes time,
Right, right.
and pues, it worked out.
And a good year for talent, man.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was the band, right? That was that kind of like
yeah. I'm pretty
scouted,
sure. Yeah,
Scouted.
exactly.
All right. Okay, Jerry. What else do I got? Did you hear about the TikTok Chase Bank Labor Day check fraud thing that was going around?
I did not.
No.
No.
So apparently, some people found out a glitch on the Chase Bank check deposit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So normally, when you go to a bank and you deposit a check, you have to wait like 3 or 4 days for the check to clear.
Yeah.
So the glitch was that it wasn't giving them 3 or 4 days. Like the money that they made out in the check would appear on their account instantly.
Oh.
So it's just straight up check fraud, right? You write a check for like say $1,000, put it in your account, and then you go to the bank and you withdraw $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
And that was
So,
the glitch.
that
And
was
it,
the
and it
glitch.
happened during Labor Day, so it took the bank a while
To figure it out.
To figure it out.
Wow.
And some people just put it on TikTok, man, that they were like doing this, and like a lot of people started doing the same thing, and now a lot of people are in trouble with the
The
bank,
law.
the law.
That's illegal.
So these guys they started out making checks out of 1,000, 2,000, 7,000,
Mm-hmm.
and then in the end they started making checks out to $800,000, $900,000.
They don't know when to stop.
So these guys they're in trouble for check fraud.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to jail.
So they're going to jail, or I mean, for sure, their whole credit and their whole banking thing is
Yeah,
like,
that's-
canceled, and I don't think they'll ever be able to get a checking account
They're
now.
going to pay the price.
Pero, so that happened in Labor Day. It was all over TikTok too. Everybody was talking about it. Did you see the Marlon Wayans on Club Shay Shay? The Club Shay Shay podcast.
I heard a little bit of this, but elaborate, please.
He was talking about pues, In Living Color. You know,
Mhm.
they're famous for In Living Color. And,
Yeah.
And he was talking about how the networks treated his family, and how sometimes they were good to them and sometimes they were bad to them.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole podcast was really good. But the little segment I want to talk about is the halftime show of the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess this was in the 80s when Living Color was at its, almost at its peak.
Yeah.
So during the Super Bowl, when it was the halftime show, they just had marching bands,
Yeah.
¿verdad? For like half an hour doing the marching band thing. And so in Living Color, Keenan Ivory Wayans, he decided to make a special halftime show in Living Color episode.
Okay.
live. So what happened is that everybody changed the channel from the Super Bowl to watch in living color,
Yeah.
and it was so noticeable that everybody changed the channel that the people hosting the Super Bowl, they decided to make their halftime show
Like better,
better,
so people won't tune
and
out.
they ended up hiring Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was the first big
Okay.
act. So he's there. He was saying that they're the reason that the Super Bowl halftime show is like a big production because of In Living Color.
I believe it.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But the whole interview is pretty good, man.
Yeah, I saw that he was getting into it with somebody on X, because somebody was saying that ain't nobody want to hear what Marlon Wayans has to say. So he started like going back and forth with this person. But I was laughing, but I'm like,
No,
Marlon Wayans is still pretty relevant. I
Yeah,
think these
yeah.
people just think they have a voice, they could just say it.
Right.
And they don't really know. And I was thinking, I was like,
It's-
actually,
it's pretty interesting. what
yeah,
he was
no,
saying.
not only that. I mean, Marlon is one of the youngest one, right?
Right.
One of the youngest ones.
Right.
And I watch Bel Air, right? The show on Peacock. That's like the remake of Fresh Prince of Bel Air, right? And he comes out in that show as Will's dad. So he's Will's deadbeat dad, you know?
Oh, okay.
So he comes out and he's actually doesn't show his comedic side in this. Obviously, the show is more
The drama.
drama, yeah. So he doesn't show his comedic side in this one. He shows more his acting side, and he's really good at it. The show is really good in general. So when that person said that, I'm like, dude, Marlon Wayans is still very relevant.
Right.
He's coming out in a very popular show on Peacock right now.
Right.
Because apparently Peacock says that the show gets like the most viewed show on their platform.
Mm-hmm.
So he's coming out on a really on a very popular show. So he's very relevant, and I did want to hear what he has to say because I clicked on it.
Yeah.
But he was getting into it with that person there on X, so that made me laugh. But it's just some people just want to talk trash for the sake of it.
Yeah, because the stories that he was saying was really cool, man. Like the whole why In Living Color ended, and he talked about the Scary Movie franchise because they started the whole Scary Movie spoofs.
Keenan Ivory, Marlon,
Yeah, he did like 1 and 2,
Damon.
and then 3 is when like the studios supposedly took it over and
Yeah.
they pushed them out.
When I was growing up, those guys, man, I loved whatever they made.
Yeah,
I would always tune in because I love their stuff. I love whatever they were making.
Right.
Like you said, In Living Color, the scary movies.
right,
They were just funny.
right.
What was the other movie? Don't Be a Menace in
Don't
South
be a
Central.
menace to South Central. Yeah, all that.
Those things made me laugh, and
Yeah.
to an extent they still kind of hold up.
Right,
They're old comedies, but they're still funny.
right.
Like the other day, somebody shared a Jim Carrey when he was rapping Informer,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and it was funny.
Robert Van Winkle.
Yeah, and I was laughing because
Vanilla Ice.
I was like, dude, I guess people forget that Jim Carrey used to come out in this show.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he was really, really funny, and that's pretty
Right.
much where he started at.
He talks about it.
Yeah.
He talks about
And now Jim Carrey's semi-retired. All he's doing is doing Sonic movies.
right. And voiceovers. No?
Well, I don't know. The last 3 things I saw that he did was just Sonic 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, okay. But yeah, he talks about Jim Carrey. And he talks about how they picked him up when the networks didn't. Because something happened where one of the network executives, they didn't think he was very funny.
That just shows you the network executives don't really have an eye for talent.
Right. So, but it was interesting. I don't know whether they're saying that nobody wants to hear what they
Like
say.
I
It
said,
was
it's
really
people,
interesting.
people just wanting to talk trash.
So, the whole family is real talented.
Yeah, they are.
All right, Jerry. I want to talk about the Walmart reserve spaces for curbside pickup, man. Because
Oh, is that something that really grinds your gears?
it really grinds my gears, man. Especially this past weekend. I went to Walmart. I went to the Walmart on Trenton. Guess how many spots there were for pickup, man?
Like 5?
32.
Oh my God.
32. I counted.
That's a lot.
They're all numbered.
Yeah.
And they're close to the store. And I'm thinking, there was only like 1 or 2 cars there waiting for their groceries. I'm like, are they really making that much money from the curbside that they reserved 32 spots?
I have
And
to.
it's close to the store too, man.
I have to think either they are, one or two things. They are, or they're overdoing it.
I say they're overdoing it, man. Because supposedly in those spots you're not supposed to park, right?
Yeah, no.
And it's close to the store. Why don't they put that reserved parking like off to one side or
Yeah.
off to one corner?
There's an HEB on 10th, not the one that's near Trenton. It's the one towards the middle, next to Sonic.
Oh, okay.
All their curbside stuff, all their parking lot curbside is on the one corner.
It's off to one side, right?
That's all it is right there. And I'm good with that.
That's the way it should
I was
be.
happy to see it off to one corner.
I've seen some Walmarts where the curbside is like off to one side, like over there by where they change the oil and stuff.
Yeah. No, you know what? The curbside parking is getting out of hand too. There's just too many of it. Like
It is.
it takes up like a space that you think, oh, I could park here. Especially when it's packed.
Right.
You're like, and then there's like the two empty spaces for curbside.
Right.
Like I don't know. They got to figure out something. I mean, I don't have the answers right now because you just surprised me with this. But you know what? There has to be a better way.
For real. And then the people picking up their groceries, they're not walking. Why do they have to be so close to the store?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just got to me, man. It just got to me that day. I had to park pretty far away.
I'm always prepared to park far away when I go to Walmart. It's just one of those things. That's why I don't like going to Walmart. But yeah, it's funny. The which one is it? There's the Target on 23rd, I think. Or is it not on 23rd? On where?
Where? Yeah.
That one, I don't know. Have you seen that? They're parking like, it's weird. Like one area is just like all like handicap, and then it's just a bunch of like where you put your carts.
It's like double rows of handicaps.
Yeah, and it's like, wow, that's a lot of like parking area that you just can't park there.
Can't park there unless you have a handicap sticker.
Yeah.
That's another thing, handicap. I mean, later on when I'm a senior citizen, I'm going to want as many.
Yeah, but you're talking about curbside. That's different.
Yeah, curbside's different, man. I've never used curbside.
Yeah, for the most part, you know that
They charge double, no?
if we ever get handicapped and we get old and we need a sticker, we're pretty much gonna find parking, right?
Right.
But that curbside stuff is it is getting out of hand.
And there's no need for it anymore.
There's no need for it, especially because there's no more pandemic or anything like that. I think they just do it for the sake of just giving you some type of.
It's for charging more.
Yeah, I guess it's something like that. They might charge you a little bit extra.
They charge extra for
the convenience, maybe because you did it curbside. You could park closer, but
why
you still have to go there.
You still have to go there, and you have to park in the parking lot.
Yeah.
You don't get off, and you don't walk. That's what I'm saying. That's the issue that I have. Why is it so close to the store? And why is it taking up 32 parking spots?
32 seems excessive.
Seriously, man. It was the whole row.
Yeah.
Well, anyways. Do better, Walmart. Anna. All right, Jerry. That's all I got. I have a movie review.
Movie review, really?
Yeah, man. I saw Unfinished Beef.
Unfinished Beef. What is this about?
Joey Chestnut.
Yes.
Versus
We were
Kobayashi.
talking about that. Yes, I know what you're talking about.
That came out on the the second or the first or something?
I think it was the second.
Yeah.
Netflix.
It was really raw. Like there are some spaces where like they didn't know what to say and stuff like that. They're like they couldn't. I guess I get it. They can't just have them eating for 10 minutes and then
They didn't know how to do time filling segments.
And then all of a sudden there's Rey Mysterio there. I didn't really understand it.
You know,
I mean, it's cool that he's there, and I like that he's there.
Want to have a celebrity there.
And then the Bella twin, what's her name? Nikki Garcia.
Yeah.
She was there too. So why was wrestling there? Is it part of it?
Well, WWE is going to be airing Monday Night Raw on Netflix starting January 1st, 2nd.
Oh, okay.
Next year,
So
January. As soon as the new year comes around, they're going to start airing Raw there.
So they're wanting to tie it in.
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
Okay. Okay. That's not bien. I guess it's okay. But yeah, they had like another competitive eater. She was eating watermelon, and then another guy was.
But we were here for prime time, man. How many hot dogs did Joey Chestnut eat? Because I know he won.
He ate 83.
83. He ate more than what the guy got at
Yeah,
Nathan's.
right. So in right in the he was averaging about 10 hot dogs per minute.
My God, dude.
And he only slowed down at the very end.
Yeah. He had a point to prove.
Yeah. So he completely dominated.
Yeah, I know he
that.
beat Kobayashi. Kobayashi had like what?
67.
67.
And that's his personal best.
Yeah.
67.
Yeah, he had a point to prove. One to beat him and one to beat the record
Right.
at the Nathan's one.
Yeah. I didn't like that they didn't give Kobayashi anything.
No, not even like a little
Not even like a ribbon or anything.
Thank you for coming. Here's a.
Well, they said thank you, and
here's
and
a. Well, he probably got a pretty good check though.
Este Chestnut was actually, he was pretty graceful, because normally they don't really like each other in real life. But,
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he got a good check though.
he said that Kobayashi brought out the best in him, and it's
Yeah.
true.
Usually your biggest rivals, you might hate them, but they bring out the best in you because
Yeah.
you want to beat them so bad.
Right, right.
That's usually the case in competitive anything.
See, so it was good. My wife didn't like it. My wife thought it was kind of gross.
Yeah, my wife doesn't like those things either. She thinks they're disgusting.
She's like, they're just shoving it in their mouths. I'm like, yeah. They're not chewing. I was like,
I would do the whole hand gestures how they do it, but I don't want to get clipped and
Yeah.
memed, so I'm good.
yeah, no. But I enjoyed it. It was about 45 minutes. It was a quick. I liked it.
Yeah.
All right, Jerry. Want to do the shout out?
The shout out of the day.
Shout out of the day. Now
Shout-outs.
these are people that subscribe to our TikTok. You ready, Jerry?
Over it, Mike.
Shout out. Richard Rodriguez. Thank you for subscribing. Taquachin 956. Those names are a trip, man. Jordan. Thank you for subscribing. AB. Joseph Jaimes. Dardo. Arturo Escobedo. Argonaut 55. Thank you all for subscribing. Nowhere, Texas. Samuel Lopez. Luis Ovalle. Eduardo. Cindy Lou. Thank you. Raquel Serranoga. Thank you. Zachary Sanchez. And Peter Magaña. Thank you all for subscribing to our TikTok.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Shout out from Talk
the-
RGV.
From Talk RGV. From Mike.
Yes, shout out from Mike and Jerry. I also like to shout out all the sidewalks for keeping me off the streets.
I'm guessing you saw that meme that was online.
Yeah.
That was, I sent that to my brother, and I just laughed because I was reading the comments and like, the oldest white guys have the best bars.
It's hilarious. That's the dad joke, isn't it?
Not
Isn't it
really,
a dad
dude,
joke?
because the way the guy said it, man, that was legit bars, man.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I thought it was funny. All right. So
And I think it went more something like the guy. I might change it up a little bit, but the guy basically goes up to another guy and
Right.
he's like, "You know why there's sidewalks?"
he should like that.
Yeah, he dapped him up. He goes, "You know why there's sidewalks?" He's like, "Why?" It's not anybody could be running in these streets. And then there's a guy reaction, which is like, "Oh my God," and I'm like, "Wow, actually, yeah." And then yes, somebody I think I the way you said it, I saw somebody. That's why I'm like thinking. I'm thinking Mike saw that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it was like super dad jokey right
yeah.
there.
Yeah, it's funny. It's pretty funny. All right, Jerry, we're good. Let's go to the snack review
All right.
portion of the show. You ready, Jerry?
I'm ready, bro.
Órale. Hold on. Time out. Snack review. All right, today we have
Oh my God.
the Beetlejuice Fanta.
I'm gonna go watch Beetlejuice tonight, Mike.
Yeah, all right. Haunted Apple. Beetlejuice. From the movie Beetlejuice.
So I'm guessing you found it because I sent you the recommendation.
Yeah, you sent me the recommendation. I found it. It's green.
Yeah, and it's Apple, so
Green
there
apple.
it is. It's an Beetlejuice.
You know, that picture doesn't look like Michael Keaton, right?
It doesn't, but Michael Keaton is also getting older, so maybe that's why.
Maybe. There's also different flavors.
Oh, really? They had different flavors?
Yeah, the Fanta is the, what's her name? Jenna Ortega. Lydia is like strawberry flavored or something like that, and the other lady that plays the mother,
Mm-hmm.
she's I forgot what other flavor, orange or something like that.
Yeah.
All right, Jerry,
All right.
you ready?
Well, cheers. Let's
Cheers.
see how it tastes.
Beetlejuice, apple soda. Smells sweet. It doesn't just give apple, right?
No, it doesn't. I want to say it tastes like like cinnamon,
Cinnamony, apple caramelly.
caramel.
It's caramel.
Caramel, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a caramel apple. Yeah, it smells like caramel. It tastes like caramel too.
So yes, Mike is right. It's a spiced apple soda, but it's not spicy. Like Mike said, I think it's the caramel.
Right. It's good.
It's good.
It's
Yeah,
good.
no, I like it.
Me too.
That's a good flavor right there.
Yeah, I like it. It's different.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. They didn't just do apple.
Yeah,
They kind of
That would've been boring.
Changed it up a little bit. So what do you give it, Jerry?
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs.
And I'm gonna go watch the movie tonight, so I'll give that my movie review next week.
next Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I like it too. I give it 2 thumbs. 2 thumbs up. Go get yourself a Fanta Beetlejuice with Beetlejuice that doesn't look like Michael Keaton.
I think it's just 'cause he's old.
Nutritional facts, Jerry? No.
No, well, it's sweet and it's 260 calories for this one bottle, so you'll find out how sweet it is.
Yeah. It's good. I like it.
It's good to share with a partner.
Well, all right,
If you drink
Jake.
it all by yourself, you're gonna get diabetes.
Episode 73 in the books. Jerry, thank you for being my co-host.
Thank you, Mike.
And everybody out there, please subscribe to our social media. We have TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X, and now Snapchat. And
Guys, once Mike gets Snapchat going, if for whatever reason they shut down TikTok, you have to migrate over there.
yeah, you're gonna have to either do Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, or X. And we have full episodes on YouTube and Spotify if you want to listen to us.
Yeah, if you still want to see the shorts and you want to see these things, they're on YouTube and the other social media platforms. So
Yeah.
TikTok's not the be all end all.
No, it's not. And thank you all for staying to the end of the show. And we hope you have a great rest of your day, and we hope you have a great week. See you all next Tuesday.